So you're thinking about moving to Eagle, Idaho, but before you make that move, I want to make sure that you see all the fabulous neighborhoods that you do not want to miss. In this video, we're going to do exactly that. I'm going to share with you 5 of my favorite subdivisions in Eagle, Idaho, talk a little bit about what makes them special. My wife and I live in Eagle, so we are locals here, and there truly are some fantastic places that you can call home. What's up guys, I'm Chase Dolan, your Boise Realtor, and in this video, I'm gonna talk about 5 of my favorite subdivisions right now in Eagle, Idaho. I'm gonna go through each of them, talk a little bit about what makes them special, why I really like them. We're gonna talk about the amenities that they offer, the type of life. We're gonna talk a little bit about the real estate and what cost you might wanna expect moving into those. But the ultimate goal is to give you a little bit of insight into what's available in this city. And to get started, we're gonna talk about the first one that is extremely prominent. People who reach out to me that I've never talked to, shared anything about Eagle, they will even bring it up of, hey, what's the deal with? We're gonna talk about Legacy. So Legacy is on the northwestern edge of Eagle, and it's a 500-acre master plan community that has been taking place over the last decade. Throughout the community, you're gonna find all sorts of different water features. They're really known for having these man-made lakes, which provided all sorts of waterfront property opportunities throughout. They're gonna have fountains, they're gonna have waterfalls all throughout the neighborhood. They have a ton of great landscaping. It's really well manicured along their tree-lined streets as you drive through. Basically year-round, there's something blooming. They take really good care of it in the winter even, and it just looks gorgeous. They're gonna have a 3-hole executive golf course in the neighborhood for the residents. Legacy was a really large development project, so there were a ton of different phases that happened. So they're gonna have community pools all throughout the neighborhood with pool houses. You're gonna have pocket parks. You're gonna have a big park in the center that's used for athletic fields. You're gonna have a pool that actually has a swim facility. You're gonna have tennis courts. You're gonna have walking paths. Legacy really tried to be an amenity-rich neighborhood here in Eagle that at the time, it was a little bit harder to find. We're starting to see them pop up more and more, but almost none of them have been on the level and the number of amenities that Legacy can offer. Now, on the same thread of all of those phases of development, you're gonna find in Legacy a really diverse set of types of homes, levels of homes, price ranges inside of Legacy. So throughout the development, there have been some that are more of that intro level CBH type of build. There's gonna be a Toll Brothers section that happened. There's gonna be a multifamily section. There's gonna be some townhomes, patio homes. But then what Legacy is really known for are these large luxury style homes that back up to these man-made lakes and are just absolutely gorgeous with a huge emphasis on just exceptional outdoor living. And these waterfront home sites are one of the main draws of Legacy, being able to be in a part of town that we just don't have a ton of natural water. Legacy provides you an opportunity to have a waterfront home just outside of downtown Eagle. And then these waterfront homes, they come with kind of walking down from your backyard. You'll have a private beach area just for you and your family. Now, talking a little bit about the real estate and where prices are at, the median home price in all of Legacy is gonna be just around that $950,000. But again, I wanna point out, there is a large, it kind of runs the whole gamut of all of the prices and types of homes here. So you're gonna find some that are a little bit lower in that 600,000 to 700,000. You're also gonna find some that are up in that 2 million range. So there is a pretty wide range here. So if you like the amenities, you're interested in a community like this, still take a look and figure out if there might be something for you. Legacy has been a huge development project and it is nearing its end, but they are in their final phases now. Specifically, Tresidio Homes is handling a large portion of these final homes. So if you're still looking for that new construction feel you actually wanna build, but you like this community, there are still some opportunities left. But once they're done with these, everything's gonna be wrapped up and Legacy will just be resale from here on out. And if you're really interested in those waterfront lots, having that private beach, the man-made lake, kind of having your house back up to it, but you really want to build your own home and have that new construction feel, Legacy might not have that for you now, but I want to take you just up the road, a little bit of a bonus neighborhood here, and talk about one that's coming, Terra View. So Terra View is a brand new subdivision that is just now getting started. The development team behind Terra View is the same team that created Legacy. So they're trying to create a similar concept, not as much of the amenities, the golf course and such, but they're trying to provide another level of home. So the homes here are going to be ultra luxury. All of the lots are just going to be absolutely spectacular. And it really is going to provide a cool opportunity to get that waterfront lot in a part of town that you just don't see them all the time. Pricing out here is gonna start in that mid 1.5 up to 2 million, but it is definitely something that if you're looking for this kind of niche product, take a look at TerraView. But transitioning into our second neighborhood that I want to talk about today, we're going to talk about Two Rivers down by the Boise River. Two Rivers is located right between the north and the south forks of the Boise River, i.e. the Two Rivers. This is going to be one of the most exclusive and coveted communities in our entire valley. They have all sorts of different water features. They have waterfront properties right back up to one of those forks of the river. It's going to be a private gated community that is mostly known for these riverside custom estate-sized homes and lots. On top of the Boise River, this neighborhood has numerous water features, from 17 man-made lakes and then 41 waterfalls throughout the neighborhood. Amenity-wise, you're gonna have a community pool with a clubhouse. You're gonna have access to tennis courts. There's gonna be walking paths. You're gonna have the green belts and the river running all the way through, and a couple of community parks. Now, one of the things that makes Two Rivers a really special place and why people really are drawn to it is the lot sizes here are gonna be large. You're gonna have lots that run up to that 2-acre range here in Two Rivers, and that's why they're really known for those estate-sized lots and homes that end up on top of them. Hopefully when I start to talk about 2 acres, estate-sized luxury homes right off the Boise River, you know that this isn't gonna be the budget-friendly option, but the median price in Two Rivers is only $850,000. But when we talk about the homes that Two Rivers is known for, you're gonna see the pricing get into the 2.5, 3, 4 million on the high end. So if you are in that luxury buyer realm, you really can't do much better than living in Two Rivers. And you'll see that as you compare to the other communities around town. Before we get into our third community, Lakemore, I just want to remind you I am a licensed agent up here in the area. So if you have any questions at all about any of these neighborhoods, making the move to Eagle, whatever it is, all of my information is down below. And if you're liking this content or you're learning something, hit that subscribe button down below. That way you are the first to know everything you need to know about living up here in the Boise, Idaho area. But diving right into that third community, let's talk a little bit about Lakemore, which is going to be located on the southeastern edge of Eagle. So Lakemore is a private gated community that has a fantastic location. Right next to the new movie theater that's in Eagle, you're gonna have a few different restaurants. You're gonna have Boise Juice Co., a couple of workout places, and one of our favorite restaurants, Crave Kitchen and Bar. All of that is gonna be located just on the edge of the community, which gives you a chance to walk and bike to some things that you just don't wanna get in the car for. Once you get in through that gated entrance, one of the things that people love about Lakemore are all of the walking paths, the opportunities for biking, walking your dogs, taking your kids out. They have a ton of great open spaces. You're gonna have tennis courts, basketball courts. You're gonna have some great neighborhood parks. You're gonna have ponds throughout. And then a really unique thing is as you're walking through, not only are you gonna have the water features that all of these neighborhoods tend to give you, you're also gonna have some really cool flower gardens that they put in different areas around the neighborhood, just to give you a different experience if you wanna go out for a walk and explore nature a little bit. Again, this is a great place for walking your dogs, going on a bike ride. This is a very family-friendly neighborhood that can just provide a great neighborhood for you and your family. Now, the median price here in Lakemore is going to be just around that $900,000, which is just a little bit higher than the median price in Eagle as a whole. And you're going to find a ton of different types of homes here. Some smaller ones that are more patio style. You're going to have some 3-story ones kind of on the edge that are a little bit more on the hill overlooking. Really modern with a focus on that high-end living, but not so much the backyard. You're also going to have some really large homes with some large lots that back up to water. So with this, you're gonna have a wide range of the lots as well, from some of those standard size all the way up to just over a half an acre is what we're gonna find on the big end. The fourth neighborhood that we're gonna talk about is Corrente Bello and the estates at Corrente Bello. This is one of my favorite communities in all of the Treasure Valley, just purely because it is so gorgeous. The development was made with a lot of emphasis on that Tuscan old world style home and architecture. So it's really distinct as you're driving by, you know when you're passing this community because it's just different than a lot of the subdivisions we see. As you enter, you're gonna be greeted by a gorgeous island entry waterfall. You're gonna have a resort style community pool with a dedicated pool house and then a really nice cabana that is set up for entertaining and parties with an outdoor fireplace for you to gather around. Throughout the neighborhood, you're also gonna find a bocce ball court. You're gonna have the community park, you're gonna have some ponds, and of course, a ton of walking paths to go out and enjoy. Talking a little bit about the lot sizes and the home sites that are available, here in Corrente Bello, you're gonna be around that 1/4 of an acre on the low end, with some of the larger lots in the estate section being around that 1.8 acres. So you've got some nice options depending on what size of lot you're looking for. And when we're talking about pricing in this breathtaking community, you are going to see that median price around that 1.2 to 1.3 million range, with some getting even higher on that high end. But again, the main draw to me is this is just such a unique community that provides such a different feel and aesthetic and atmosphere than a lot of what you're going to find. And if you're going to be in that low 1.2 to 1.3 million dollar range, you really want to find something that's unique. You don't want to be in that same home that your neighbors are in who live 2 neighborhoods away. And to wrap up with our final community of the day, we're going to talk about number 5. We're going to talk about Castleberry. So Castleberry is going to be located on the southern edge of Eagle on the other side of the Boise River. So we're going to be just off of Chinden. This is actually going to border Meridian, basically right on the other side of the road. Castleberry is going to be a subdivision that is known for having luxury style high-end homes on really large lots throughout the neighborhood, ranging from about that half of an acre all the way up to the full acre. If you are somebody that's looking for a little bit more of a mature, established neighborhood, you want secluded, private luxury living, but with extremely easy access to some of the best amenities that North Meridian and Eagle have to offer, Castleberry is going to be really tough to beat. In the neighborhood, you're going to find a really cool waterfall. You're going to have the beauty of some of that mature landscaping all throughout on the tree-lined streets. And then one of the things that the developer did to really help this community stand apart is they did a ton of really cool ironwork accents throughout the community on the different signage and such. Median price point in Castleberry is going to be around that 1.5 million mark. And it really can be a great way to get that high-end home, that high-end living on some of the larger lots that we have in our valley. And Castleberry, as you drive through, it just has a nice atmosphere of feeling a little bit more separated. You have room to breathe. But again, you are just a couple of minutes away from Target, just a couple of minutes away from the closest coffee shop, grocery store. You're not having to be separated away from town to get that sense of just serene natural living. Those are going to be 5 of my favorite communities in Eagle, Idaho right now. I do know that all of the price points here, they are not for the faint of heart. In Eagle, you're going to have a median price point of the mid 800,000s, so you're already having to go to a little bit higher end of the budget to be out here. But if you're going to have that luxury budget into the multi-million dollar range, you want to make sure that you have a home that is worth every penny. And these are the types of communities that can offer you that. They're not just that typical new master plan subdivision that is just like the next one that's going to pop up a few years from now. And all of this to be said, there are opportunities in Eagle that are going to be a little bit lower, closer to that 500,000-600,000 range. It's going to be the median around the most of our valley. These type of communities are why that median price point gets dragged up, because you have those $4 million estates right on the Boise River. But if you have any questions at all about Eagle, any of these communities, or just moving up here to the area in general, all of my information is down below. I would absolutely love to find a way to help. But until then, I hope this helped answer at least one question. Watch one of these videos that's popping up, and I'll see you all on the next one.